hand filing, but I really need to clean this file before I can even do that. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Why am I doing this by hand when I have a Dremel? Much quicker and easier to get that little finger notch there done. So yeah, I think I'm gonna flat grind it now. All right, hopefully I've got this in frame, but I've got both sides cleaned up, ready for some layout dye so we can scribe our bevels and mark the holes for our handle, as well as get our center line up here done. I don't know why it's spraying so uneven, but my layout die is not laying out. Got it. Man, that's a mess. So I got my bevels scribed in. I just need to cut in my plunge lines. That requires drilling holes for measuring. So let's go do that. Yeah, this drill bit is toast. I'm gonna have to get a new one. It's not new, but it's 1/4 inch. Yeah, we're gonna start drilling some 3/16 pilot holes just to see if that fixes whatever issue we're having. So, I don't have a 1/4-inch bit that is sharp in my shop, apparently, so I'm going to have to wait on these pinholes, or at least this last one here. I can drill all of my weight reduction holes with a smaller drill bit, but I executively decided I was going to do these 1/4-inch brass pins rather than the 3/16 that I normally do, so I can drill all of my weight reduction holes with a smaller drill bit. But for the time being, I'm going to have to wait on my pinholes because I am going to have to get a 1/4-inch bit that's sharp. And I didn't get to the hardware store today in time before they closed. But with my first pinhole drilled, this one right here, I will be able to measure out my plunge lines. So we can go ahead and do that. So I got my plunge lines filed in, and I've got this little piece of metal clamped right at the back side of my plunge line to protect it and prevent that little area from getting ground too far back, because I am known for doing that. So I'm going to take this to 1x30 and start grinding in my bevels. We'll see how that goes. So I'm going to start with a 60 grit belt to remove bulk material, and then I'm going to jump to an 80 grit belt to get closer to my desired dimensions, and then we'll jump up to a 120 to clean everything up, and that'll be the majority of the grinding. All right, bevels are ground both sides. I didn't get a lot of footage of the actual grinding, but it's just grinding on the belt grinder. It's not anything spectacular. I do still have that edge pretty thick, and I think I'm going to clean most of that away with the heat treat, or post heat treat rather. I'll grind it down a little thinner, and I think that's going to help me get a good edge on this blade. But for now, I need to get more holes just to reduce all the overall weight. So we can get started on that. All right, we got a bunch of holes punched. Let's drill them. Let's countersink. Not as many holes as I would normally drill to reduce weight. Obviously they're pretty sporadic, but I'm gonna keep this. I still like the weight of it. I'm probably gonna do G10 scales, and they're pretty heavy. But there again, I really want to keep this weight. I really like it. So I think I'm going to flat grind it again, just to kind of remove some of this yuck and kind of give me a fresh surface so that I can go ahead and do the heat treat. I'm just a flat grinder. Boom. I'll say we're ready for the heat treat. So that last part you just watched was filmed 4 months ago, and I'm currently in my garage to keep working on this. So nothing has happened in the past 4 months, at least on this knife. So yeah.